Well, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome along to Business Owners Smashing Online. A few familiar faces here, so good to see you, and some new faces as well too, so welcome along here tonight. My name's Nick Cree. I'm your host. In fact, I'm the host every Tuesday night on these sessions, and tonight we have a guest speaker who's sitting somewhere in the screen there. See if you can pick him out. His name's Michael Griffiths. We'll introduce him very shortly once we've got everyone on here. But before we do kick off, let's find out who's here. And so what I'd like you to do, well, you don't have to, but up to you. Introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, what your business is, where you're from, but more importantly, why are you here tonight? What are you hoping to get out of tonight? So name, business, what are you hoping to get out of tonight? Who's going to be our number one person who will kick us off?
I'll try for it. Oh, there you go. Go with her.
Who was that? Victoria, is it? Or Lee?
Lee, hello. Hi, everybody.
Hello, Lee. Hello.
Hi, sorry if that was Victoria. My name is Lee. I'm from Moana Marketing. I'm on the Gold Coast and I'm online tonight. I'm really looking forward to the guest speaker and just hearing what he's got to say and forming some great collaborations out there.
Awesome. Excellent. Oh, great to see you here, Lee. And we've got to catch up sometime too.
We do indeed. Yes. I believe we need to share a bottle of wine.
I think we probably do. Yes. Excellent. All right. Who else we got here tonight?
Well, I'll go next. Nick.
Hey, Ian. How are you going?
Good. You introduced yourself by saying you're always the host, and you're a damn good host too.
Oh, thank you.
Very friendly. Nothing phases you. So I'm slowly working on I'll call it a program designed to help people who found themselves with no money in the bank when COVID hit us. I'm amazed really that there's not more people indicating that they're flat broke after COVID. And I've still got a little way to go, but that's a starting point.
Excellent. Oh, well, I suspect that there's probably a lot of people out there that are flat broke that don't want to admit it as well. So, yeah, certainly very trying times at the moment with all these lockdowns. And it's amazing how many businesses out there sort of have not quite enough resources to see them through a time like this. And who'd have thought we were going to have this anyway? All right. Well, welcome along, Ian. Glad to see you here tonight. Who else have we got here tonight?
I'll have a go.
Oh, who was that? I think that was Peter first, and then we got Michael. How are you, Peter?
Sorry, Michael. Peter Beckenham calling in from Thailand. I've been missing in action for a few weeks. My sincere apologies, Nick.
You have. It's good to see you back again.
Looking forward to hearing Michael as well. I always appreciate you, Nick, and you do a fantastic job. I think these are brilliant what you do here. So I hope you do very well with your business because you deserve every dollar you make.
Awesome. Thank you
Michael,
for that.
I'm looking forward to hearing all about human marketing. It's a term I've never heard of before, so I'm really looking forward to that. So thanks again.
Excellent. Thanks, Peter. And we've got Michael. How are you, Michael?
Good, thank you. I too am looking forward to human marketing. I'm not familiar with that. And I'm looking forward to, in the future, continuing with your Tuesday night meetups. Everybody else says how valuable they are.
Excellent. You're very welcome.
I'm helping business owners overcome business financial stress. Business owners that have cash flow challenges and not enough profit and working too hard for not enough money and all those kind of things. And I've had more than 50 years as a business advisor, specializing in financial management. So that's what I'm doing.
Excellent. And is this your first time along tonight, is it?
Yes, it is.
It is. Oh, great. Awesome. And you're on the Gold Coast too, I think, aren't you?
I am, yes.
Yes, you are. Excellent. Oh, well, welcome along, and I hope you enjoy tonight. I know there's lots of stuff in here for us all. All right. Who else have we got here tonight? Time for a
Jacqueline?
couple more.
Jacqueline Price.
Hello, Jacqueline. How are you?
Good, thanks. I'm from the Newcastle area. Our business
Oh,
is
awesome.
ACN, and I just touch hearts and change lives by helping people reduce their bills. And I'm looking forward to Michael's presentation tonight.
Excellent. Excellent. Good to have you along, Jacqueline.
Thank you.
All right. Who else have we got here? Oh, we've got some Kiwis here. Sorry to the Kiwis. I've just heard you've gone back down into lockdown again today. Oh, Catherine just took her earphones off as I was talking to her. All right. Who else we got? Come and introduce yourself. Name, business. Hello, David.
Hello, how is everyone going? David Fisher from the video company. So we obviously showcase businesses specializing in the construction, property and development industry. So we're here tonight to, we've got Michael here. We want to hear what he's got to say, and your events are always very entertaining with all your different apps and different speakers and everything else. So well done, Nick. Keep it up. You're doing a great service. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Well, I've got some more apps tonight, so hopefully I don't disappoint.
Well done.
Excellent. Oh, good to have you along again, David. All right. Who else we got? Who else is along here?
Hi, Nick. This is Dee Wakefield.
Hello,
Hi.
Dee. How are you?
Yeah, very well. First time for me online. I heard through Denise about the webinar, and so I'm interested to learn a bit more about referral marketing. My business is, I'm actually a digital currency specialist. It's a job that didn't exist a few years ago.
Sorry, what was that? A digital
currency specialist is someone who understands crypto. So what I essentially do is I support people get safely involved with cryptocurrencies. And it's a fairly new or hotter topic for the average person, and central bank digital currencies are coming, whether we do like it or not. And at this stage, people do require more education about that field because the regulators are lagging behind, and obviously financial advisors are unable to advise on that. So I'm bridging the education gap on that.
Excellent. Excellent. Oh, well, really, really important area as well, too, because whether we like it or not, digital currency is here to stay, and it's growing. And I think I've got people like you in the education space around it. That is definitely well needed. So great to have you here, Dee.
Thanks.
All right. Now, who else do we have? I think, who was it that had their hand up? It was Victoria.
Yes, I never usually contribute at all. So I thought, I'll have a go.
Excellent.
Well, and partly because I have tried affiliate marketing. I had affiliate marketing program on my website, and I just found it a pain in the neck, and it just never, I don't think, worked efficiently. So I'm curious to know what Michael has to say about, and I'm assuming that his human I could be wrong, human marketing might have something to do with affiliate marketing. No, he's shaking his head no.
All will be revealed. So yes.
I'm all ears then.
Yes. You've come along for one thing, and it'd be something quite sort of unexpected, but it's definitely well worth being here for.
Okay, cool.
Excellent. All right. Well, good to have you here, Victoria. I know I see you around sort of all over the place, so it's always good to connect again. All right. Who else we got? A few more popped in here. Just introduce it. G'day, John. How are you going?
Good, mate. Good. Haven't been around for a couple of weeks. Been busy.
I know. I've missed you.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. John Bailey. I have a little business called Real Learning Solutions. We actually write and train people all around Australia, and we're going to be going global as of the 15th of September with our programs. We're currently building a web farm. So the human referral method that Michael's going to be talking about will be quite interesting. And people like Lee and that I'll be contacting to get them to assist, if you like, in the bulk marketing of the new global concept. Yeah.
And it's a fairly massive project you've got underway at the moment. So
yeah, there's we worked it out. It's just over 2 million courses going up.
That's huge, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I dare say tonight is highly relevant for you as well tonight as well. So,
Yeah.
but good to see you back again.
Yeah, thanks, bud.
All right, we've got Ron there waiting patiently in the wings.
G'day there, Nick.
How are you, Ron?
I'm great, thank you. Yeah, and yes, I've missed a couple of weeks as well. So good to be able to pop in. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave a bit early. You've got another webinar at 7 o'clock.
Jeepers, busy man, eh?
Yeah, just they all come on the same night. So our focus is helping overwhelmed and frustrated business leaders and entrepreneurs that find themselves stuck at a midlife crossroads, and probably quite concerned that they think their best years are behind them. And we help them discover that actually their best years are yet to come. And we have a little program which we're just in the process of launching, which helps reignite people's inspiration and get back control of their life, and really get back to enjoying what it is that this is all about.
Awesome. And yes, I've been to one of your webinars. I think you're doing some fantastic work there, and really inspirational for people at the, well, let's say not the start of the life, so heading their midlife stride and onwards.
That's it. Yeah. And
so awesome.
Okay, looking forward to tonight. I also haven't heard the term, so looking forward to understanding what this is all about.
Excellent. Oh, good to see you back again, Ron.
Thank you.
All right. Well, let's crack into it for tonight. So let's see what we have in store for tonight. So for those that were wondering where we are at Business Owners Smashing It Online. This is a weekly webinar for business owners, entrepreneurs, and people with an entrepreneurial seizure, thinking this is the best time to get into business or develop a side hustle. And of course, it is. So the focus of this is really helping with some of the tools, apps, strategies, and processes to help you to grow your business, save time, and to make more money. So we do have an agenda tonight, and that is, if it works, we've got some cool online tools which I've researched and I'll go through with you tonight. In fact, some really good ones tonight as well too. We've got the main presentation from Michael Griffiths, who I will introduce very shortly. There will be time for questions, and Michael will work out, so he'll let you know whether it's questions on the way through at the end or not at all. We do have a prize draw at the end as well. So Michael has a prize which he's offering up, valued at $9.97. And of course, to win the prize, you need to be here at the end. We've got a process for drawing it, but you do need to be present. If you have to duck off, then and your name is drawn, and then we will redraw it. Then we'll just close off, talk about the next event, and then we'll close off. But just for now, we'd love you to check in on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, whatever is your social media platform of choice. Just check in and tag me, tag Michael. If you're here with some friends and other people, tag them as well too. And that helps to spread the word about this event. For those that forgot to come along, that registered, that forgot, it also helps them because it'll pop up into their feed. And also for you, so it builds your digital profile so that when people are looking at you and stalking you online, they get to see some of the events and things that you attend, and what really keeps you motivated, inspired, and is part of your professional and personal development as well too. All right, so let's crack on to some of these cool online tools that I've got for us tonight. So I shall just change screens and we'll move in here. So hopefully just give us a thumbs up if you can see my browser screen. It's got animated Gif Maker at the top. Give us a thumbs up to let me know we're there. Fantastic. Excellent. Tech is working for me today. All right, so the first of our tools is, I had a question from someone about creating GIFs. Now, GIFs are images, well, they're sort of images in movies. They're an image that moves. So it's almost like, 2 to 5 second moving image. And you can make it with generally from a video, and you can turn it into what they call a GIF. So why would you use a GIF? Well, these days, it's really good if you're using video and you want to embed a video into an email. Well, you can't. Email has not progressed to the point where you can embed a video into it. But what you can do is you can take a GIF shot of, let's say, the start of your video or something interesting in your video, and then you can embed that into an email, put a link on it to your video, and they'll click on that, and then they'll thinking they're clicking on a video, but that will open up your video in another screen. So it's a really good way to get conversions on your emails. As we know, so trying to get people to open emails is one thing, then trying to get them to engage and click on links and to read or watch in an email is another thing. But having a moving image in an email is really helpful for that. So this particular tool is called Imageflip.com. And the way that this one works, this is an online tool. There are offline tools that I use, but this one's an online one, which just made it really easy. So all you need to do is, if you've created a video and you've uploaded it to, say, YouTube, then you can just grab the YouTube link. Now, let me just go and grab a link here. It's got all sorts of weird ones coming up here, so I don't think I'll grab those. Let me just grab my videos. So what you do is you grab your, up in this top box here, you grab the URL link and you paste it in there. All right, internet's just running a wee bit slow tonight, probably because we're streaming. We'll get a link in a minute. All right, I've got another screen open to get a YouTube link. All right, so we've got one now. So we're going to paste that in there. So that's just your normal YouTube sharing link. You see that it comes up, and you can set. You've got a slider here to set how long the GIF is going to be, but generally you only want it a few seconds long. You don't want a long GIF because the file size will be too big. So let's. So you can just sort of trim it right down to, let's say we just want 10 seconds. Then you click Generate GIF, and it will go through and it will then generate a GIF file from that video. Oh, there we go. And because we're doing it live, it's got a timeout error. But when I tried this earlier today, you generate the GIF. Once it's generated the GIF, a download link appears, and you can download it to your computer, and then you can upload that or paste that GIF into an email or upload it to your CRM if you're sending it out. So because we're live, this tool is not actually going to generate this GIF for me, but fortunately, we will drop that link to imageflip.com/GIF Maker into chat. And you can then go and have a look at it later on tomorrow or later on tonight when hopefully it's all working again. So now these links will drop into chat. Now, if you're not quite sure where chat is, if you have a look at the bottom of your screen, there's a little icon, which is the speech bubble. If you click on the speech bubble, that will open up chat for you. In the chat, you'll see 3 little dots down the bottom right-hand side. If you click on those 3 dots, that will give you the option to then go and save that chat, and all of the links we put in there will be saved in that in the chat. So you just need to click on them and go and visit them tomorrow. So it means you don't have to worry about writing them down incorrectly. All right, so that first one was called Imageflip.com. Next one is sometimes when you generate GIF images, particularly if you're using desktop GIF makers, and there are a few in the Mac App Store and the Android store. So if you just type in GIF, you'll find some GIF makers. There are some free ones in there which you can download, and they work well. But sometimes the files they generate are too big, like they're quite large, and so it's helpful to be able to optimize it and to make it smaller so that it fits in with emails. If you're sending any attachments and emails that are bigger than 10 gigabytes usually, then 10 gigabytes, no, 10 megabytes. If it's bigger than 10 megabytes, then it won't send. So this is this tool here, gif.gifs.com. has, you can upload your GIF here. So the GIF that you've created, if I was able to download it from that other site, I could upload it, but I've done one which I prepared a little earlier. We can upload it. And then once it's uploaded, we can actually do all sorts of things to it. So we can optimize it, we can crop it. So where you might crop it is if you want to use it for, say, let's say Instagram, and you need the GIF to be square, you can crop it from a 16:9 or whatever format it is that you've recorded it from, and you can sort of crop it into whatever shape fits for social media. All right, so we've uploaded this one. Let's just click resize. Oh, it tells me I need to change the size first. All right, so I've got a slider here to do it. I'm going to make it a wee bit bigger this time. So you can change the size of it. You can also optimize it, which means to actually make the file size smaller. You can do things like you can rotate it. I don't know whether you want to appear upside down in the GIF. So you've got these options here to say rotate 90 degrees or flip horizontally or whatever it is. So there we go. Let's go rotate. But more than that, what's really helpful is that you can add some text to it. So sometimes with a GIF, people don't really realize that it's for a video. So you can add some text. So click to watch, say video. And you can choose your font, but let's say we'll choose that one there. Choose your color. All right, so we'll make it white, and let's just add text. And so it adds the text. You can drag it and drop it to where you want it, and then click add text to finish. And now you've got some text or a call to action on your GIF there, which again, you can upload that to an email, through to your CRM, to your website, whatever it is. I use GIFs quite often for instructions too. So instead of an instructional video, if it's only a short thing, which may be sort of 5 or 10 seconds, you can use a GIF for instructions as well too. So there we go. There's our GIF here. We can now go and download it. So there are lots of tools in here. You can split GIFs, which means that you can turn a GIF into 2 GIFs. I mean, a GIF is essentially a video. So they've got lots of still shots in it. So have a play. That one is a particularly cool tool. I enjoy that one. All right, next one is Riverside FM. Now, this one's got to be good because Hillary Clinton has recommended it. So you'll see that she's down here as the testimonial, the 67th United States Secretary of State. So it's got to be good. But what it is if you struggle with the quality of video on, say, Zoom or Facebook or some of those platforms, you want a better native quality video, Riverside FM it's just got amazing quality video. And the reason why it's got amazing quality is that it's downloading it to your machine before it uploads it to the server, whereas with Zoom, it is pretty much streaming it and uploading it to the server. So they've optimized the file before it goes up. So if your internet connection is not too good, then you get the a blurry look to it all. So if you're looking for pristine video, if you're doing podcasts and you want great audio, so I've got really good audio for podcasts as well, and you want to have great video, then Riverside FM is a really good option. So the other thing too with it is that they are an editing tool as well too. So they allow you to do things like if you're interviewing, say, someone, or you've got more than one person on, you can split the tracks out. So you can have, so you can play with the tracks separately. So those are a bit more technical. If you need to do things like level up the volume for, let's say one of the speakers was a bit more softer spoken than the other, you can start to level up volumes and things so that you get a reasonable recording for things like your podcasts and for your webcasts. So they've got a whole lot of other controls in there for when you're in there, so that you can do some of the editing live time as well too. But and price wise, it's comparable to Zoom. So, and they do have I believe they've got a free trial. Yeah, they do have a free trial as well too. So if you want to check it out and test it, then it's well worth a test. I was certainly impressed with certainly the quality that comes out of this one. and that is a Riverside.fm. All right, next one is, this one is for online quizzes, but more than online quizzes. So, you know, if you've been onto e-commerce sites, for instance, and you go and select an item. So let's say it's an item of clothing, and you're selecting colors, and often you'll get a checkbox to say you want black or blue or green or whatever the color is. What Marquee does is it gives you some options there. So rather than having checkboxes, you can do things like select images. So if we see this image on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see that they've got black pants, they've got sort of charcoal pants, they've got grey pants. And so instead of just clicking a tick box, you can have people check the style that they like. And then what also happened too is you can offer people different options based on what they've checked as well. So this is a bit like the Apple Store when you're ordering an iPhone and they give you all of the options to upgrade and whatever. This site here, marquee.io, allows you to do a lot of those things if you can't get that natively happening in your website or on your web platform, or it takes quite a bit of coding to do it. So that's one use for it. You can do things like, you can have these visual quizzes where they're conditional, where you can ask a question. So you might ask a question for, say, let's say you're in business. You know, it might be, are you a startup business? Have you been in business for a year or more? Or have you been in business for 5 years or more? So depending on the question that they answered, you might then direct them to a set of questions that are directly related to the answer previously. So if it's a startup, for instance, you might direct them to a question about, let's say, cash flow projections. You know, have you got a marketing plan? Have you done your cash flow projections? What are your plans for next year? Whereas if someone is 5 years in, you might be asking a question for about their previous 3 years profitability. Now, that's not relevant to someone who's a startup, but it is relevant to someone who is been in business for 5 years or so. So it just allows you to segment some questions. Really good for doing things like helping people to qualify themselves for your products and services. So you're asking them directly relevant questions to either qualify themselves in or out. And by the time they submit to you their information, you've got a fairly good idea as to, you know, what it is that they're after and what they're asking and where you may be able to help. They have got, and now they do have plugins here for WordPress, Wix, Squarespace, Webflow, Shopify. So it works on a lot of these web platforms. It's a fairly intuitive interface to go through and create a quiz. Again, go and try it for free. I did it earlier this week. And it probably takes maybe 15, 20 minutes to set up a quiz. But you know, it's reasonably straightforward. More of that time is just sort of thinking about the sort of questions that you're asking, and whether you're asking people to click on an image or whether it's just a straight text quiz. But again, there's a whole lot of options. They've got templates in there to really help as well. So definitely recommend trying it out and then downloading it, embedding it on your website, and seeing what sort of responses you get from it. It links into your CRMs as well too, so you can collect the answers into your CRM. So that one there is called marquee.io. Oh, now one thing I did find with it, don't be surprised when you sign into it that you find it's all Russian. It's obviously been developed by a Russian team, but when you're in there and you see a whole lot of Russian text, just select the US icon there and you'll get it all in English. All right, the very last one I've got for you tonight is... this one is called Group Track. Now, this one I thought is particularly cool. This is a CRM, a customer relationship management tool that works on social media. So, what it does, and it ostensibly works on Facebook, this one here. So what it does is you can do some really, hang on, have I got to the, let's see if I can get back to the beginning, some of the features. What it does is you can segment people when you're on their on their Facebook profile. You can do things. It's almost like the Facebook is like your CRM. You can add tags to them. So if they're people that you want to follow up, you can message them through the CRM. You can do it natively while on the site. and you can send them messages. So if you're on their profile, a little button appears by their name. You can click on that button and you can send them a direct message directly from their profile. You don't have to open up Messenger or go into another program. You can do it directly in the social media screen. It will record the message that you've sent, and it will record it into a CRM database. And you can have a conversation back and forth, and it records all of those just like a CRM. You can add notes of your interactions with it as well. And it's pretty amazing. It really literally is like a CRM. They've got a platform that is separate, like another website, which you can go in and log into that, and you can manage all of your interactions. And you can take people through lead flows as well too. So if they've clicked on somewhere or downloaded something or clicked a link on Facebook or liked you, you can tag them when they've done that and send them into some workflows for some of your marketing as well too. So best way to find out about this, my explanation just doesn't do it justice. You'll see a video here on the page. Definitely watch the video. It's about 10 minutes long, but it's well worth watching it to see the sort of capabilities that it has there. So if you spend a lot of time on social media and managing social media, this tool is an absolute bomb. So it doesn't come cheap. It's at basic plan is $57 a month, which I guess is pretty on par with a lot of CRMs that are out there. So 57 to 157, again, probably sort of comparable with CRMs. It really is a CRM for social media or for Facebook. It's not a CRM in the sense that it can send out email campaigns, like you would with say Aweber or Infusionsoft or Entreport, those ones there. But it is specifically designed for interactions that you have on social media. And again, it captures people's details out into a separate platform so that if you get banned from Facebook, at least you've got your contacts as well too. So that one is definitely worth checking out. It's called Group Track CRM. All right, so that there is a roundup of the online apps and tools that we've got for tonight. So any favorites there, or any that will take you down that rabbit hole tomorrow or tonight that you'll procrastinate and sort of not do any work because you'll just be exploring it?
Definitely the Gif Maker for me.
Yeah,
I use GIFs all the time, and I didn't know how to make my own. So yeah, look out! I'll be playing with that for sure.
Awesome, excellent. Yeah, it's a pretty cool tool. That I've been using it this week to make some GIFs for a client with it that are running seminars, and we just take short snippets out of it to put into emails. But yeah, it's pretty good. What else are your favorites? Just too many.
Last one was pretty good.
That CRM is pretty amazing, actually. I wish I could do more justice. I could spend a whole session on that based on what it can do.
Well, actually, CRMs themselves are a whole, like, I'm trying to find one or source one, and it's just nearly impossible to know where to start and where to end with them.
There are so many out there. I think maybe we should do a session on CRMs here. I think it's been a while since we've done one.
If you know anything about them, that'd be really good.
I know quite a lot about them, but the key to it is not which one to use, but the fact that you just go and use one. So a lot of them do the same thing. Some are good for a particular style of business or functions that you want. But if you want something to start with, look, I would probably recommend something like MailChimp's a good start. It's not really a CRM. That's really an emailing program, which is what you're trying to sort of turn into a CRM. But MailChimp's good. Drip is my favorite. You've got Aweber, Entreport, Infusionsoft. There's a ton of them out there. So, but just explore and sort of have a look at what their features and functions are. You don't have to pay the earth for it. You can start with something quite cheap or free. And then once you've got the hang of it, you can always move it to something else. So there we go. We've got Eagle, which is another one I've never heard of before, real estate specific. All right. Awesome. Excellent. Agile. Yeah, Agile is another really good one, actually. I think that one's free. You start free with that one. So Agile is actually an Aussie-based one, Atlassian. So yeah, if I was to recommend a free one to get your feet wet, definitely Agile. I've used that. It's pretty awesome. Excellent. All right. Well, that is our Call Online Tools segment.